down there.
If I don't drink now, I'm not drinking. I was getting up 3:30 every single month. And I figured if you don't drink, you'll get better.
Getting ready for 75 laps at Lake Doucette Motor Speedway. This is your main feature of the afternoon. With the R&D Performance 75, the debut race, the inaugural race for the Auto World Maritime All-Star Sportsman Series.
Copper color. Come down now. Oh man.
The R&D Performance 75 inaugural race for the Auto World Maritime Sportsman Series. Let me introduce the owner and the founder of this brand new sportsman racing series. Racing fans, let's give a big hand for Craig McFetridge, who's standing in one of the red shirts there, down by the number 87 car, bringing this sportsman series to the Yarmouth area. Let's give a big hand, folks. Let's introduce your starting lineup for the R&D Performance 75 here at Lake Doucette Motor Speedway. Starting at the back of the field, from Antigonish, Snow Queen Leisure World, number 87, Kevin Morse.
Yeah, woohoo!
Starting next to him in the number 21 local racer here at Lake Doucette Motor Speedway, racer on the Maritime Parts and Trucks Pro Stock Tour for a long time. His sponsors include Entice Motorsports and the Cat Ferry. From Bridgewater, Nova Scotia, Sean Pierce. His first time here at Lake Doucette Motor Speedway, driving for PPM Incorporated, the number 51, Richard Salter. Up next to the number 0, this man hardly needs an introduction. A member of the Maritime Motorsports Hall of Fame, RES Industrial Supply and Mountain Wild Blueberries. On the 0 of the legendary Frank Frazier. Starting next to him in the number 42, Robbie's Towing, Regional Chiropractic, AML Painting, and McGuire's Farms. He made a long haul. He had a long night replacing an engine. Let's give a big hand for Ronnie McKay. Starting next to him in the number 18, no stranger to racing in the Maritimes, driving for Archibald Drilling and Blasting. From Kennecook, Haas, Harry, Ross, Wright. Introducing the number 78, from Marshy Hope, Nova Scotia, Nickerson's Auto Salvage and Repair and Burnout Stoves. Among the sponsors, the number 78 is first time here, Dennis Nickerson. This next driver, well, I think they hardly need an introduction. You see them every second Sunday here at Lake Doucette Motor Speedway, driving the number 37 Seabon Seafood, PK Racing, and Paul's Water Service for the number 37, Sean Burke.
I know him!
Up next, let's introduce that yellow car next to the 37. And again, you see this driver every second Sunday here at Lake Doucette Motor Speedway. For Morris Family Racing, let's give a big hand for Paul Morris. And his car's on the inside next to the track there. Let's give a big hand for the number 28 car right below the number 56. Among his sponsors include Rhinos Towing Collision Center. You also see him every second Sunday, Lloyd Gentry. Now diving deeper into your field, we see this racer every Friday at Scotia Speed World. And last night, he had a broken axle. He worked hard in the early hours of the morning to be back down here today. EIT Race Radio, Smith Brothers Racing, and RJT Automotive, the number 94 from Lakeside. It's Devin Smith. Next to him is number 17, strong run in the heat races earlier this afternoon. Driving from Northeast Point, Nova Scotia, with Boston Pizza and a Ganesh on that number 17 of Colby Smith. Strong run in the Maritime Car Wash heat races for this guy. Typically you see him drive a 0. Today he's driving the 01. For JP Auto Repair, hard-working man here at Lake Doucette Motor Speedway, it is JP Arsenault. Lining up next to him, and he may have had the furthest trip down here from Miramichi, New Brunswick. Concept Drilling and Dudes Bar in the number 10. Let's give a big hand for Brady Creamer.
Oh, yeah.
Next, up in front, starting 4th this afternoon in the R&D Performance 75. New sponsor in the 53, TradeMax and TradeMax.ca. No stranger here to Lake Doucette Motor Speedway, big cheering section. Starting 4th, it's Steve McPhee. And just quickly going to the tail end as they're just rolling up here before we dive into our top 3. Strapping in the number 97, driving for Steve Amon and Amon's Washer and Dryer Repair. Let's give a big hand for Justin Goodwin. And now your top 3 for the R&D Performance 75. Winner of a heat race earlier this afternoon. No stranger again to Lake Doucette Motor Speedway. Tri-Nav Marine Brokers and Hines Marine Service in the 47. Kyle Hines. And now your front row for the R&D Performance 75, one of the big 3 at Scotia Speed World. Making the long haul from the Kennecook area, East Gore, Nova Scotia. His sponsors include AJK, along also DAC Industrial. Let's give a big hand for the number 92, Pete Miller. And finally, your pole sitter for the R&D Performance 75 from the Yarmouth area and driving for Morris Family Racing. Starting first, number 76, Jason Morris.
Yeah, probably.
We'd also like to give a nod to Dylan Jedry of Tuscan Ford for supplying our pace vehicle this afternoon. Let's give a big hand, folks, to Dylan for supplying the pace vehicle. Now, race fans, before we dive into our feature this afternoon, let's take care of its important business. We now ask, if you're able to please rise. Please remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. The anticipation building here as we get ready. In fact, I think we just need a little tune-up music to get us ready to go here as we're ready to rock this town. Drivers getting buckled in and getting ready to go for 75 green flag laps. Here we go. Drivers, start your engines! The field starts to move, getting ready for the R&D Performance 75, the inaugural race for the Maritime All-Star Sportsman Series. Morris again leading your field to green in that number 76. Pete Miller is outside.
He's going backwards.
Here at L.D.M.S Motor Speedway, the Maritime All-Star Sportsman Series inaugural race at L.D.M.S Motor Speedway. And hometown boys starting on pole, Jason Morris in the 76. On with the 92, Pete Miller on his outside, Kyle Hines, Steve McPhee, Brady Greener. The 01. Of JP Arsenault starting up front too. Get a good look at these drivers as we cross them up. Smoking Joe Harry tells them to cross up. Maritime All-Star Sportsman Series drivers come around turn 1 and 2. I want you to give them the biggest wave off you possibly can, as this is the debut of the Honor World Maritime All-Star Sportsman Series, the R&D Performance 75. Let's give a big wave to our drivers as they come around turn 1 and 2. They'll wave back at you as they get ready for 75 green flag laps. One more time and we'll unleash these drivers for 75 green flag laps. Jason Morris will lead the field to green with Pete Miller on his outside. 1 to go before we unleash for the R&D Performance 75. This has been a long time coming. The debut of the Auto World Maritime All-Star Sportsman Series starts down here at Lake Doucette Motor Speedway. And Lake Doucette Motor Speedway's Jason Morris will bring him to green. Smokin' Joe with green in hand. The R&D Performance 75. And the 92 of Pete Miller. Two by two run the field. Jason Morris is still the leader in the 76. Running third. Heartbreak for Kyle Hines. Kyle was having a solid run in the top three, and all of a sudden at a 3 and 4 just lost power. Trying to get it refired here in the 47 Camaro. Kyle put his hands out to wave as he knew something was wrong. Almost immediately, first caution. About a third way through here on the R&D Performance 75, the inaugural race for the Auto World Maritime Sportsman Series.